Next in the series is having a look at assets and groups within the return. As always, we're going to start in Tax Manager and open the return. We can see it's a brand new one, so there's nothing in the summary, and the assets page up the top allows us to look at the groups, which at the moment we don't have any, but we can add directly from this page. So I'm going to put a code in here and our description for a few computers that we're going to add. From the drop down, we can also add a second group. So I'll put my code of 002 and we'll make this one for vehicles. So now we have two separate groups with no assets attached. So I'm going to go up the top again to the button and add a new asset. Give it a description. We don't have any templates set up, but if you're going to add multiples, it's a good idea to start with a template. We're going to add it to the group of computers, and then from our type, it's going to give us a whole selection of what it requires for the group we chose on the computer type. So I'll put some basic details in here to get us started. I'm not going to add it to the low value pool. Diminishing value at 5. Put some personal use in there so it breaks up the data for us. And we can see it's 100% owned down the bottom, but we can add a second group if we need to split that. So I'm going to go save and new, and then we'll add a second laptop to the computer group. Put it in my computers, choose the same type again, and when we add a vehicle in, we will be able to see that the details below change. Put everything in on the 1st of January. Must have been a big sale on. Some more personal use, a bit higher this time. So we can see from the breadcrumbs that I can swap between my two computers there. And I can go back up the top, add a brand new asset, and I'm going to make this one the vehicle. So when I choose motor vehicle this time, a whole different range of options are available, because obviously the car needs to be treated differently to the laptop. 30,000 price. Effective life is in there as a standard, and I can overwrite that if I want. You can come back into this section for any of your assets and make changes if needed. I'll just add one more vehicle to my vehicle group. Make this one a BMW. Use a calendar to select the 2nd of Jan. Fill out whatever information you need to get this one started. In this box, it gives us a whole range of deduction locations. So now that we have 2 items in each group, it's added to the company return. And if I need to make changes in bulk, for example the computers, I can go to the assets again, have a look at all the assets, change them as I want, and from the menu at the top I can do a batch update. So I'm going to select my 2 computers there, hit update, choose the group that I want to update in bulk, choose to allocate them to a pool if I want, or down the bottom here I can actually dispose of them as a batch. So this makes it good if you have a lot of assets against a rental property, you'll be able to dispose of them at the same time. Put in some proceeds if you require, and it's just going to warn me of the actions. So we can go through, have a look at the disposal, and it's automatically filled in. Rather than choosing one asset at a time, going to disposal and doing them one at a time. Thank you.